Hello, everybody, and welcome to ReviewTheEarth.com on Spreaker Studios. Hi, this is basically just a test fire. I have downloaded Spreaker app, or Spreaker Studio, on my phone, which is an app that allows live broadcasting. It seems to shuffle the feed to Twitter. It seems to shuffle the feed or share the feed to Facebook, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. So, as far as I know, right now, if you are listening, you could be listening on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. It does have an iHeart functionality, but the iHeart functionality comes later. I guess you have to submit your channel for review to iHeartRadio. So there's a few steps that must take place. It looks like Spreaker Studio allows for a 15-minute live broadcast. This is great for my channel because I've been looking for something that I don't have to shoot video on, but I can still get it out to everybody in a live setting. I have found several different MP3 recorders and or using SoundCloud to record podcast-style broadcasts, but these broadcasts can't be done in actual live time. Actually, as I'm talking, I'm looking at this app as I'm pretty unfamiliar with it, but I see that there is a built-in chat function on the actual Spreaker Live app. Now, since I'm talking about it, Spreaker Studio, that's actually the app that I'm using. There is also a secondary app just called Spreaker. And I'm not sure how the functionality works across it, but I believe that Spreaker is kind of the social networking side, where Spreaker Studio is where you would go live and talk. So what I'm seeing here is the live chat that's built into Spreaker Studio. And again, this is all being done on a Samsung Galaxy S5 phone. So it's not the newest phone that's out. So I don't believe this takes the most high-powered device to run Spreaker Studio. But it does appear that the chat is local to Spreaker Studio app. So I can invite Facebook friends. I'll just click that just to see what it does. And now it says loading. I don't know if I'm still live. I don't know if it's cut me off. We're learning on the fly here. So I have the loading bubble, the swirling infinity donut. Loading. So all I did was on the chat section of Spreaker Studio app while live, I clicked invite friends. And so yeah, it basically generates, it looks like it generates a post, share it to Facebook, say something about this. You know, I'm not going to share it right now because I don't need to. But it does not invite, it seems to invite people into Spreaker Studio to listen to it on the app for the phone. So, again, not sure how all this works. It does have some soundboards here, but I can't tell because I don't have headphones on right now. It says to hear my actual broadcast and to use the soundboard and hear when the soundboard takes effect. I would need headphones to do that. But it does have a little bit of a soundboard. It has a playlist. I'm not sure how that works. So it seems to be very interesting and probably a great experience. That's what I was looking for, was something that I can do live broadcasts. I do a lot of these on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which is Review the Earth. You'll see that I do a lot of videos from my car where I just drive like to and from work in different places, and I do some commentary, which sometimes I have trouble with shooting the right camera angle or video. Podcasts may be the answer to this. I know I've heard other people, other buddies of mine, such as Diary of a Modern Caveman. You know, Diary of a Modern Caveman was talking about it too. So this may be a good solution for him. You know, I was trying SoundCloud, but SoundCloud doesn't have a live feature. I am very into being live. I like live broadcasts. I think that that's really where it's at. As far as these videos where there's not really much editing anyways, and you're just free-form talking. So for videos like that, people that are doing videos such as myself, or people like Styx Hexenhammer, where they just turn the mic on and they talk for 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 minutes and then turn it off. It works really good for that because we don't edit our videos. We're just a one-take, fly-by-the-cuff kind of outfit. Everybody's got their own style. Everybody's doing things different, but that is definitely my style. I am a live, on-the-cuff, live debate kind of person, and I needed some kind of tool to go live to the people beyond Facebook Live, beyond YouTube Live. Podcasting is great. Just audio broadcasts are great. Half the time when I'm, quote, watching YouTube videos of my friends' channels, I'm not really watching them. I'm actually doing something else while listening. So podcasting to me is huge. I love podcasting. Adding video functionality on top of that is great. But for a low-level YouTuber like myself or political activist, this is a really great tool for broadcasting. So very happy to have Spreaker Studio, my bad. Spreaker Studio installed on my phone. I will be further checking it out. Hopefully it's good. I don't know why SoundCloud doesn't have a live function. Cannot figure that out. I've seen some people say that SoundCloud is based more for music rather than news and politics. So maybe that has something to do with it. Not really sure. But Spreaker Studio seems pretty cool. And if it in fact at least shoots out a tweet on Twitter that says, hey, if you want to listen, I'm live right now, that's cool. If it does the same thing on Facebook, that's cool. If it actually puts like Periscope style, like the live broadcast on there, even cooler. Don't know how any of this works out yet. So again, just saying hi to everybody. And I do want to let you know I'm still working on my 100 sub project. I know it's been about 3 weeks now since I've hit 100 subs, and I haven't been doing the stream of videos that I've been doing normally because I'm really working hard on this project. At this point, it's becoming personally all-consuming because I'm trying to get it done, but I don't want to get it done and it not be right. This is the kind of thing, I think I'm really onto something, and once I launch it, it will be something special, hopefully. So hang in there for that, and I appreciate all my YouTube viewers. And hopefully I'll be appreciating all my Spreaker subscribers because it looks like it does have a social network platform follow style interface dashboard. So all this stuff is good. I'm going to try to keep it wrapped up tight. 15 minutes is a good little live broadcast time. I should never have to go over that for these topics. I need to be able to hit them within 15 minutes and not ramble. I need to up the speed of my voice probably a little bit and work on some of those finer things of broadcasting that I've never had any, we'll call it real background in or any real training in. I'm just going off the cuff because I have I have a great, awesome love for my country and great respect for radio and broadcasting in general. And I want to do my part to help, I was used to say, destroy the mainstream media, or take them down. I think we just need to keep them honest at this point. I think that should really be the goal. We all know they're crooked, so just get them to some semblance of honesty. I was listening to Hard Bastard this morning, and Hard Bastard was saying, well, I don't know what it would take to retain any credibility at CNN. I think it's just over. I would agree with that. I would agree. And if the natural course of things is to die off, that's fine too. Because I don't know how CNN can come back from this web of lies that they have helped to weave against our president for purely political purposes. Obviously, it cannot even be stated that they're even objectable at all because they've gone completely far off the deep end. So in CNN's case, I don't really think a reformation is possible. They just need to burn off all their dead wood and go away. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't strive to I don't want to help them at all. I'll say that. But I do want to see that we don't just, we can't be just seen as the people that just want everything to die, that want everything to end, that want to crush everything. That we can't be looked at as barbarians. We got to have some semblance of, what would you say? Peace. and there's a fine line, right? There's a fine line between sticking up for yourself, standing up for yourself, and then, getting aggressive. And sometimes you need to get aggressive. Sometimes you need to back off. So it's all a delicate balance. I don't think we should we should have a strong dislike for the MSM right now because they're lying to us and have been for a long time. So until we see some reformation, I think we should keep up the pressure on them. I mean, whether or not you agree with the whole CNN is ISIS push, you know what I mean? It seems like it's been effective. So I don't know. I haven't engaged in that a whole lot. Maybe a couple of spicy little tweets here or there, whatnot. But yeah, I don't typically full-heartedly agree that CNN is ISIS. Kind of said it a couple times, maybe in trolling passing, if you will. But it's had some damage on them, and they are freaking out, so that's good. So holding them accountable is good. I just don't want to go too far. We got to be worried about our little movement when winning gets to be too much as far as rubbing it in people's faces a little bit. Yeah, it's fun and it's good fraternity, and we can have a party and have a beer over it and have a victory lap and all that good stuff, but we can't get consumed with, the theory that once you win a battle, you just want to keep winning. Well, that's true, and we'll do that, but we got to have some, what I guess I'm saying is have some respect and have some, what would you say? Don't be, just like there's the saying, don't be a sore loser, don't be a sore winner. We have to really think about, yes, we won. Yes, we were right on many accounts when they called us losers and trash and garbage humans and deplorables. We were right about a lot of that stuff. But that doesn't mean that we're infallible. It doesn't mean that we can just run around and say whatever we want with no consequences. We need to cherish this movement. We're at a precious point right now where it needs to be nurtured and watered. So hopefully we can do that and get our country back on track. I'm more than willing to listen to some of these other ideas on, I won't call them socialism, but I'll call them, maybe some Green Party theory or some other theories on moving forward. As long as we're talking about solving key issues. So maybe we can get to certain socialistic aspects of the economy once other things are cleaned up. I don't typically agree with socializing anything, but we can start to at least have that conversation a little bit as far as once we clean up other things. Meaning, once we get some of this financial mess under at least some semblance of control and start to make some serious reforms with the Federal Reserve and other sort of banking reforms, I don't think that any sort of green reformation can happen, or healthcare. We shouldn't even be voting on healthcare. It should just all be scrapped at this point because we can't afford any of it, and it's not going to do anybody any good. So all it is just dead weight and dead wood and burn it off. It's kind of my opinion there. This is actually getting near 15 minutes, so I got to go. But my opinion on this whole thing is Rand Paul is right. That needs to be voted down. Trump doesn't have anything to do with it. He's just a cheerleader. He didn't write the legislation. He's just trying to work with Congress because he can't write it, so he has to do something, and he has to seem like a team player. So it's good cop, bad cop, more of the same with Rand Paul and Donald. Donald's playing good cop, Rand Paul's playing the bad cop, and then vice versa. When Trump plays bad cop, Rand Paul plays good cop. They have a very good working dichotomy right now between them. I don't know if that's the right word. But they got a good cop, bad cop, and the flip-flop thing. But they're both standing up for what's right most of the time, generally. So, good stuff. Good little Spreaker talk. I like Spreaker. I have to say, I admit it, I'm not always looking camera sharp in the morning and things like that. And also, if I was sweating because it's summertime and I can't roll the windows down because it affects audio, at least I don't have to melt on camera. I can melt in the car and you don't have to see me. So, great. I hope this is a wonderful introduction to Spreaker. I hope this worked as well as I think it does and hope it does and all that good stuff. I hope to be doing more Spreaker. So thanks a lot for joining me. If you stuck with it this far, then we're on to something, I'm sure. So thank you very much. Thanks to all my followers, all my subscribers, all my fans, all my peeps, everybody. Love everybody and have a wonderful day, all right? Black Teeth!